Personal trainers and other fitness professionals are leaving the industry for the wrong reasons. What's up, guys? Coming at you with another episode of the vlog here, and this isn't an episode that I had planned, but I came across a whole vein of content in the fitness industry when I was doing some research for another video that I'm gonna put out in a couple weeks. And I had to talk on this topic. I had to give you guys a little bit of insight into what I'm thinking here. I came across a series of articles titled "Why I Left the Fitness Industry." And then I did a Google search where, exact match search where you put the quotes on each side. There are over 8,000 articles that have been written with the title, "Why I Left the Fitness Industry." If you do just a generic broad search in Google for "Why I Left the Fitness Industry," you get over 207 million articles. And that just struck me, like, in an industry that promotes health and wellness and feeling good about yourself, how could so many people have written about leaving this space? And I was working under the assumption that probably they weren't leaving just because they had to or they needed to, but because something was wrong and I wanted to dig into it. So I started to read these articles, and I want to share with you 5 reasons that I found people are leaving the fitness industry, that they absolutely are making the wrong decision, that they're leaving for the wrong reasons.
Not washed up.
Still got 9 months.
Not washed up.
All right, terrible reason number 1 to leave the fitness industry is career advancement. A bunch of these articles had this connotation that somehow once you become a personal trainer or you're working at a commercial gym as a trainer, that's kind of it, that your career has ascended to its peak and there's nowhere else to go. Having spent just 6 months at METABOLIC, I can tell you that is absolutely positively not the case, that there is an entire career path for personal trainers inside the fitness space, whether they want to remain training and coaching, or if they want to evolve that experience into managerial roles or ownership themselves, or joining a larger organization and help perpetuating fitness inside that space. There is so much you can do with this career. And this isn't just something that people without college degrees do. In fact, I think the opposite is actually true. I read a bunch of articles that were like, now that I have my college degree, I'm gonna move on to something else. And I think that we're kind of missing the point. Being a personal trainer is about helping people move forward, about helping people feel better about themselves, about helping them achieve their goals. And I get that if you have a bachelor's degree in psychology or something, you may not necessarily know how to apply those to, but I say screw your college degree. Help people. That's what's more important. There is tons of space for advancement. If you're looking to move forward in your career, reach out to me. I'll help you find something. There's tons of opportunities inside of METABOLIC. We're always looking for people that are ambitious and enthusiastic and hardworking and want to join our community and help people grow. Do not leave this industry because you feel like you don't have places to go. That's the wrong reason to leave. Second terrible reason for leaving the fitness industry is toxicity. And oh my God, I couldn't read this word anymore. Every single article referenced toxicity. In particular, internet trainers and Instagram trainers, and how these individuals that were leaving the industry felt that they were somehow, disingenuous, and they had become disenfranchised with the toxicity of the industry. I'm gonna read a couple quotes, and guys, in the comments below this video, I have links to a lot of the articles that I used as reference. These were just a sample of the articles that I found and the ones that I pulled quotes for that I'm gonna read in here, but here's one of the quotes. "I was so obsessed with fitness that I would send loved ones rude messages about being worried about their unhealthy lifestyles. I was so dogmatic. It was as though I was in a cult or I was trying to force everyone to join." Guys, that's not a reason to leave. You gotta look inside yourself. That's a you problem. And granted, maybe working in the fitness industry is perpetuating that because of your internal issues, but I just want you to know that wherever you go next, if you haven't solved the issue that's causing you to do that thing, you're gonna perpetuate it in whatever that next space is. That's not the fitness industry's fault. And frankly, if you love helping people and you're just maybe overzealous, or using the term that this person used, dogmatic, that's something you can work on. But the fitness industry needs enthusiastic, passionate people, and you should not leave for that reason. So I think what's happening here is people who are slightly broken inside are coming to fitness thinking that the industry of fitness is going to fix them, and finding out that that's not the case. We have to fix ourselves. Just because we're personal trainers doesn't mean we're above. You know, trainers need trainers, coaches need coaches, leaders need leaders. It's the way that it is in every aspect of your life, regardless of what industry you're in. And it's okay to be broken and help other people find their own strength. That's okay. As long as you're continuing to work on yourself as well. So don't think that somehow you need to be held to a higher standard just because you're helping other people get fit or feel better about themselves or improve their wellness or their health. This isn't a reason to leave, right? This isn't a reason to leave. That toxicity that you feel, that's internal. That's not the industry. That's a you problem. And by joining and helping and talking about it and being part of communities and talking to other trainers, you can help work on that way you're feeling. But it's not a reason to leave. Terrible reason number 3 to leave the fitness industry, that somehow by being a personal trainer, you are associated with charlatans or individuals who do not have the proper training or knowledge to actually be doing training. And I get that, but again, that's a you issue. If you really believe in helping people and improving their wellness and helping them find their strength, that's what we say at METABOLIC. We're helping you find that strength, whatever that looks like, right? Then who cares what other people are doing? Let them do whatever they're gonna do. Maybe someday they figure it out. Maybe they're trying to fake it till they make it. Maybe they're doing their best and now you're judging them, right? Do you. Don't worry about everyone else. I feel like that's one of the main issues that I found from people who were leaving. If I was to tie all these things together that we're talking about today, it's that too often we're chastising an industry because we're struggling internally to not compare ourselves to others. Here's what I'm gonna tell you for anyone who's considering leaving fitness for this reason. You go work in insurance, you're gonna be associated with the lowest common denominator. You become a lawyer, you're gonna be associated with the lowest common denominator, a lawyer. You become a doctor, you're gonna be associated with the lowest common denominator, doctor. Get over yourself, do your work, do you, and don't worry about these people. They'll get shaken out over the long game. Help people. If that's what it's about, then that's what it's about. Who cares who you're associated with? You're always gonna be associated with the worst version of your thing. That's life. That's just a terrible reason. Here's one more. The majority of personal trainers are full of shit. You're full of shit, I'm full of shit, everyone's full of shit. Get over it. Again, I'm saying this to you because I want hardworking, high quality fitness professionals in this space. And again, if you're struggling to find work, you're struggling to find a place that you fit in, that's struggling to find a place that is all about community, and then come check out METABOLIC. Go to trainmetabolic.com. That's what we do. I'd love to talk to you. All right, the 4th terrible reason for leaving the fitness industry is profiteering. And this one makes me laugh. You have to make money, and consumers choose where they want to go. And I think that by blaming organizations trying to make money, I just feel like that's an excuse. So, some of the things I read were, the time I spent working in this environment led me to believe that the fitness industry is not set up to help people, it's set up to make money. Of course it's meant to set up to make money. Every business is set up to make money, but that doesn't mean it's not also set up to help people. They can go hand in hand, and I think it's very assumptive, and to use a word that many of these individuals used about other fitness professionals, I think it's disingenuous to act as if just because you're trying to make money, you're not also trying to help people. And there was a really well-written article on the rebootedbody.com. I have the link below, talking about how global gym-style workout facilities prey on inconsistency. And then the author quotes the CEO of Planet Fitness on CNBC. If you think about our business model and our marketing, it's a marketing machine. So every incremental member that joins, 9% of that dues goes back to marketing, fueling the next member to join. And what the CEO of Planet Fitness was doing was describing how they distribute the revenue that comes in, like the percentage of incremental revenue that comes in, and where it goes back into making sure that the business operates profitably. I mean, that's called being a CEO. Like, those are just decisions you have to make. Just because 9% of dues goes back into marketing to bring new people in doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with that. Just because you don't like that there are mega corporations, which there are in every single space, including nonprofits, including, insurance, lawyers, the baking industry, every industry, automobile industry, every industry has mega players, kind of medium regional players, and small boutique players. And just because you're in a boutique place and you don't like the fact that there are large commercial enterprises, well, frankly, that's just the nature of the game, and consumers have to choose. And it's not a reason to get out of the business, and it's not profiteering. It's life.
Go! That's it, totally in that floor. Come on, fellas, you hear that 10-second nap?
And the last one is probably the one I'm the most empathetic to, but ultimately think is a terrible reason to leave, and that's body shaming and image shaming. I'm very anti-body or image shaming. That's not what I mean. But what I mean is, because you're struggling with your body image, it does not mean that you should leave the fitness industry. If anything, if that's a problem that you feel, then I think what the world needs is to hear your message and hear how you're overcoming that or working through it, or just how other people can relate to the emotions that you're having with that particular issue. We've all struggled with it. I've struggled with it. Everyone has. My nickname in middle school was Fat Boy. I mean, everyone has dealt with these issues at different times in their life, and I don't think it's a reason to leave. I think it's a reason to stay and help fight and grow and help people understand how they are at once beautiful in the moment, but need to continue working to help themselves be well and feel good, and how that works. And I know this is a huge issue, but it's not a reason to leave. It's a huge, important issue that we need to help people with as fitness professionals. But it's not a reason to leave, it's a reason to stay. All right, here's the rub on what has become an epically long episode of this show. I read this take from a guy by the name of Michael Keeler, who's the co-founder of Max Fisher Fitness in Manhattan, New York. He wrote this on an open letter to the fitness industry. Again, link below. I want a space where I can fail and someone will be there to help me try again and remind me that failure is part of this process. I want to be surrounded by fitness professionals who demonstrate empathy and lead by their own example of caring and kindness. I want a tribe who makes me feel like I belong. I do think this article sums up what so many of us in the fitness industry are looking for, and it's the simple idea of community. I think that when I read that article kind of blasting Planet Fitness that I referenced before on the Rebooted Body, what Planet Fitness lacks is community. What's missing in these spaces that we feel that need, that want, is community. That's what we're looking for, is community. And I think as an industry, if we can provide our personal trainers with community, our fitness professionals in a broader sense with community, and have that trickle down into our membership and our clients and everyone that operates in our ecosystem, if we can build community and support, that's what we're really looking for. That is what we're looking for, is community. That's what we want. We want to feel like we're part of something, like we belong in the way that we come, right? That's the important part. I think Too often we feel like we're not allowed in a club because we don't have six-pack abs or huge bulging biceps, and I don't think that's what everyone is saying. We feel like we're being excluded, and you're not being excluded. You're excluding yourself. Join, be part of something, engage, be comfortable with who you are, and if the community that you've tried to join doesn't allow you to do that, go join another one, but don't leave. That's the point. Don't leave. We need you. The industry needs more personal trainers, more enthusiastic, caring, compassionate, empathetic, hard-charging, badass, gangster personal trainers. And we don't need you to leave. So, okay, rant over. I love you guys. Thanks for watching this. Thoughts, ideas, comments, leave them below. I want to hear from you. What's your experience? Why did you leave? Why did you come back? Thank you. I love you for watching this. Peace!